On to the ear. I think this is looking okay for so far. Um, just going to go to the side view, and typically how I make this, get the create polygon tool, and we'll just zip through here, enter, and then I use the append polygon tool. Just make sure that when you're doing this, you hit G. You don't make your polygons too tight. Okay, want to give them good space. Kind of go a bit more rectangular than squarish if you can. Even I'm just looking for natural lines where this is going to break up. I kind of see a line here, so there's a line there. This one could come down almost a bit more, but I kind of look around and this is what I'm thinking about while I'm doing this. See, I'm making them more rectangular here for sure because there's not as much detail in here. I can get away with it, but I don't want to go too rectangular because then when they smooth, they stretch. Okay, and then I'm just going to put this one here and here. What I'm thinking about is how this is going to line up with this thing here. That one's going to line up with this one over here eventually. Okay, zipping my way around. Ay, crap, I missed. Okay, in there. Okay, and we'll call that good enough. Okay, and then, let's see, we'll do this one here. I'm going to try to get this little piece of gristle that's going across here. And I'm just trying to make sure that I match up so that these are matching up here and here. Okay, whoop. I'll fill these in. Sometimes this doesn't work out this perfect. Okay, but I've done it a couple of times. And I'm planning ahead. It's like a really good chess game where you've got a few moves ahead. And then here, this is where it splits off into kind of a Y. And so when I Y, go this way. Okay, and then I can take this one, I can truck off over here. And I'm just going to try and, let's see, this one is going to go up this way and over here. Okay, good enough. Then this one here. Notice I don't go right up to the edge here. That's 'cause you'll see I've got a trick in a second here. Whoop. I seem to have a trick for everything. I've just played this silly game quite a few times in there. So I got my major loops in my ear figured out. This is a point where I'm just going to go to perspective for a second. Let's center the pivot on this thing. Center the pivot. There. And what I'm going to do is, let's take, say, this face and this face. I'll just push those back a bit. And I'm going to take that one. I'm going to push that back a bit because those go into the side of the ear. Great. And actually, I didn't check something here when I was in the side view. Probably could do one more append over here. I'm just going to grab the append. That should be good. I didn't append this. You'll see why in a second. Let's go back over here. Let's make this opaque again. Okay, great. And I'm just going to go in here and I'm going to grab this edge. And I think, where does this go to on him? It goes all the way around. So I'm going to go to, say, here-ish. Yeah, let's go to here. So just double-click, selected all those. And I'm just going to go ahead and hit extrude. Pull those in. Okay, great. And as I look down here, what else do I want to do? I'm just going to go and throw in a bit of an edge loop right in here. I might change this a bit later on, but for now, do that. Deselect. I'm going to push that in a bit. Usually there's a little bit of a ridge you can see going in here, and that's what I'm trying to acknowledge there. And let's go and get the append, and I'm going to keep filling these things up. There, that's filled up. Actually, I could probably fill these up too. Actually, you know what? I'm almost thinking that... well, actually, let's fix this first. See, I'm seeing something as I go. I'm noticing this ridge here is quite pronounced up here, and then here, this will be okay. And I've got too much geometry here, so I'm just going to go ahead and do something right away. I'm going to kind of fix this up. If I go in and I grab, say, this edge, let's see, and his ridge comes somewhere right around there. Just take those three. I'm going to trash those for a second. Okay, and I'm just going to take this and edge ring and split. Look. And if I did something like, let's switch this selection to vertices, and I'm just going to go ahead and use my move normal tool. Grab it by its end, and I'm going to push it in a bit. So that gives me that little ridge inside. I'm going kind of high poly, but I kind of like it. Here, I'll go and grab this edge and this one. If I just go and collapse those, take this one and trash it. Done, that's fixed. And for some of these sections in here, let's append. Oh, don't append that yet. Enter. Because this one here has got kind of a similar thing the rest of the year has. If I take this and to here, 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 and I'm just going to take those and extrude. Okay, something like that. Tell me at 7 minutes. Okay, great. Now I'll hit the append. Okay, and I'm just going to take this and I'm going to use fill hole. Where the hell is fill hole? I'm in the wrong menu set. No, select this, right click, fill hole, G, G, G. Okay, and we'll tackle some of these easy ones first. And if I just go and get my split polygon tool out, I can split from here to here. I can barely see that line when I'm putting it in. I think there's something funky going on, but we'll see. And just quickly chopping this up. And how many do I have? I have 6 edges, so this means I've got quads in here, so I'll just kind of, boop. He's got quads in there. There we go, something like that. And you're going to get really pissed off at me because this looks a lot easier on video than it's going to be for you. That's going to be awesome. And there's a triangle here. I can choose to do this a few different ways. Maybe if I just grab this edge and I do the edge ring and split. There. And I'll get the split polygon tool again. And what do we got for this one? This area here, if you're looking, it's quite pronounced again. Just trying to figure out how to get this one. So if I did something like this to here, actually it should have gone better from there to there. Yep, I missed. So here, let's do this one from here to here. Boop. And I'll do this from here to here. I'm going to delete that in a second. I'll come back to this one from here to here. And, oh, again, this worked out way too easy. Let's take that edge out of here. And I just get a sense something funny's going on, so I'm just going to kill the history. Yeah, it's getting a little bit slow. And I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 edges in here, so that means I'm going to have a triangle someplace unless I do something else with it. So, if I go and I take this one and I dart my way like this, there, so I brought the triangle over to here. And actually what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take this edge and this edge, and I'm just going to trash them. And everything's happy quad time again. Okay, and I'll fix up some of this later on. I gotta be careful not to get too carried away. And this thing here pushes in a bit. Okay, and what do we got? We're at the 10-minute mark. So I'm going to stop the video here and we'll finish it off in the next one.